ma vie ce potentiel de lit.
Hey guys, welcome back. Today I just wanted to chat about happiness. Just simple reminders that we can reflect upon or contemplate upon on what happiness really means to each of us. Maybe somebody needs to hear this. I just felt like speaking about it. So I have written 6 reminders to happiness. Number 1, happiness is our natural state. So happiness is our natural state of being. We are born happy. This was a news flash for me because I thought that we need to learn to be happy in life and it is dependent on our external circumstances. That is not true. We are born happy, creative, curious, content, fulfilled, playful. Over years of life or over years of living, we cloud this innate state of being with layers and layers of life's dramas. Nothing wrong with it. It's natural, happens with everybody. In meditation, I learned to equate this natural state of happiness and contentment with the blue sky. No matter what the climate is, how many clouds there are, if it's raining or snowing, that blue sky is always there, even when we cannot physically see it. That blue sky is our natural state of happiness. And we can have thought clouds of anxiety or fear or confusion, but it is important to keep aligning ourselves with the blue sky. Number 2, happiness comes from within. I've been there when I believed that I could shop my way into happiness. I'm feeling sad, why not hit the mall and buy something? I'm feeling low, why not place an online order? Getting attracted to an item of clothing and justifying buying it because I feel that it will make me happy. It's fun, it's therapeutic, but only for a short amount of time. The perspective of this is too dependent on materialism and seeking happiness outside of us. By doing this over and over again, we are perpetuating this mental pattern that something outside of us is completing us. This is such a big sign that our inner world needs healing. But as soon as we acknowledge that such a pattern exists within us, it starts to dissipate, it starts to disintegrate. And as you do this, you remind yourself that happiness and contentment already exist within you. It is wired into your consciousness. It's wired into your soul. It's not dependent on external experiences. And this is not just about shopping. This can be other substances, other relationships, other experiences that you chase after for feeling happy. This also does not mean that you give up the material world and go live in the woods to find yourself. If you feel called to do that, that's fine. It's more about noticing the patterns, the mental patterns that exist within you. Are you operating from a place of lack and despair? Or are you engaging in the physical experiences just because you want to enjoy them? And you realize that you are whole and complete with or without access to any physical objects. Your source of happiness is within you. So no matter where you are in the world, you'll always be home. And I realize that that sounds very corny, but you get the essence of what I'm saying, right? Number 3, take responsibility for how you feel. You may not want to hear this or you may not want to believe this, but it is the truth. Only you have the power to influence your emotional state. Your family or your friends or your acquaintances are not responsible for your happiness. They can bring relief or comfort, but if you are not whole or fulfilled within, the ego will always find something to be unhappy about. If someone is mean or hurtful to you, ultimately it boils down to you, how much you let it affect you. If you let it get to you, then you're giving away your power to another person. I realize that this is harsh or difficult to do, but we need to break the spell of the victim mentality We need to stop telling ourselves the stories of how others are mean to us. We are not going to expand as a species if we continue wallowing in our sorrows. We can use our past as a stepping stone to the present moment. We don't need to disregard it. We can use it to heal and empower us right now in the present moment. And keep reminding ourselves that we are in charge of our emotions. We are in charge of our frequency, our vibration, and this is our first job, our first priority. Lilly Singh said that every situation can be described by how you react to it. Mind you, this does not mean that you stop feeling all negative emotions. That is not healthy. Allow yourself to feel the anger or the pain or the hurt. Give yourself permission to process these energies, but realize that you have inbuilt power to pick yourself back up, align to the present moment, and bring your focus to something around you. Once those energies are processed, you are smack in the center, happy and aligned. Personally, exercise and music helps me a lot in similar situations. Put on some crazy music and let loose. Dance like an animal. Dance like whatever comes naturally to you. I read this somewhere that dance is the opposite of stagnation. Do we want to feel stagnant? No. Moving our body improves our energy circulation. Whatever your physical body is able to do, even if it's just moving your arms or walking around, do it. Number 4, set boundaries. Similarly, as other people are not responsible for your happiness, you are not responsible for their happiness. Now, when you love someone and you care for them, obviously you want them to be happy and you want to make sure they're doing well. That is beautiful. That is sacred. But don't take up the role of a savior. You're not here to save everyone. That is not healthy. And you cannot help others unless you are whole and healed within. Being there for someone with love and affection is different than being emotionally manipulated to do that. Don't allow others to emotionally manipulate you. Set that boundary. Not with anger, not with resentment, absolutely not with hate. Set that boundary with loving awareness, recognizing that something could not be right for you. If you don't want to do something, if you don't want to be somewhere, don't force yourself to do that. Check in with your heart, with your inner self, with your inner guidance. What is it that you really want or need? What are your core values? Is this aligned with you? Don't push yourself into situations just to please other people. This is challenging to put into practice because we don't want to hurt anyone. That's why it's important to check in with our inner guidance system, which we all have. We're all wired with intuition. If we sit in silence and quiet our minds, we will receive the answers. They will come from our heart or from our gut. Anything that's coming from here is coming from a place of compassion and wisdom. Number 5, drop labels and judgments of others. If we're stuck in a loop of judging other people or finding flaws in the world or in a society, we are creating the same energy within us. Judging other people or other cultures, gossiping about them, is holding us in a low vibrational state. There is a difference between identifying areas in a society that need a revamp, that need to be improved, versus habitually complaining about the bad stuff that is going on in a society. We need to ask ourselves, how can we help? Judging and complaining helps no one. In fact, it has a negative effect on us. We are feeding the low frequencies within us. We don't want to do that. We want to elevate our frequency. We need to focus inwards. If our inner world is calm, our outer world is going to mirror that. Whatever is in our mind, our reality will reflect that. This is easier said than done. I do recognize that. This is no different than hitting the gym for buffing up or losing weight. You need to put in the effort, you need to be on a specific diet, you need to be persistent. If we want to live in a happy world, we need to do the inner work, which begins with setting an intention in your mind. Something like, I want to heal myself. I want to feel happy within. I want my soul in charge. Number 6, gratitude journaling. I've mentioned this in earlier videos, but it is so beneficial and related to inner peace and quiet. We can train gratitude like a muscle in the brain, writing 5 things every day that you are grateful for. You can do it in the morning, in the afternoon, before going to bed, whatever is comfortable for you. Doing this every day will strengthen the neural networks in the brain that naturally gravitate towards the good in life. So the software that is running in your brain will upgrade to naturally recognize the beauty in life. The more you do it, the stronger that part of the brain becomes. You're probably watching this video on a smartphone or on a laptop. You have access to the internet, which is an infinite source of learning and education and entertainment and connection. You can understand the English language, which is an international medium of communication. You have time to watch YouTube. This is so much to be grateful for. You have me in your life. Just kidding. The point of this is not that I am better than you and I am drilling these concepts in you. I am drilling these concepts as much in me, if not more, as much as I intend to do this for the collective consciousness. Nobody is special or superior or inferior than anyone. We're all on the same level, just having different experiences in life. In my life, I had not awakened to my inner world. And when I did, I was like, holy shit, wait, what? There is so much I can do inside for my outer reality to reflect that. And I realized that this concept could be out there for some people. It might be difficult to believe in or make sense of, but just believe in it. There is no harm in believing in it. You'll only benefit from believing in it. I'm going to end this video here with an affirmation. I am consciously choosing love. Write this on a sticky note, put it on your desk, in your bedroom, in the kitchen, whatever works for you. Focus on this for the next 7 days. That's your homework. Affirmations work best when you say them out loud or in your mind as you're waking up or when you're going to sleep. And as you say this affirmation, focus on the feeling of love. What does love mean to you? What does it feel like in your heart? Focus on that feeling. Alright, this concludes Grandma Anam's lecture. I'll come back next week with other fun videos. Everything is not going to be about, serious, deep inner work. Okay, I will see you next week. Bye-bye.